Yeah, you know what time it is. Valhalla Hour, let's go! Kick back, put on your headphones tight. Rob and Matt, bringing fire every night. From the land of 10,000 lakes, we rule the scene. With a crew so fresh, keeping it raw and clean. Minnesota Vikings, kings of the north. We wear our purple heart and let the battle roar forth. Breaking down the game, dissecting the plays. With passion so fierce, we'll set the night ablaze. So give us a follow, hit that like. Share it with your crew, you know we're about to strike. Valhalla, our podcast, living life bold, where legends are made and stories are told.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that. That was a weird technical difficulty. Sorry for the late start. We had some issues, but we'll be here for the next half hour. We were just kind of talking before the show about the draft coming up and the Vikings' positions of need. So what were you were saying about if we don't get down? So who did you like?
If we don't get down to freaking Reese, the Ohio State linebacker, I'm just being real. Like, that guy can freaking beast.
Yeah. I don't super follow college ball. Is he a middle linebacker, outside linebacker? What is?
Like, this guy can play both edge and middle.
Okay. Yeah, we need someone. Pace has obviously fallen off a fucking cliff, so I would not mind getting her. But like, again, we were talking about positions in need, and I've been seeing a lot of Vikings fans saying that we need to go after Love, the running back from Notre Dame, and that's about number 4 on my list. I would say.
Yeah, Love. Jeremiah Love would be a good pick. But
no, it's not that he'd be a good running back, but like, we look at what Hampton, granted he's been injured, but even before his injury, he wasn't like exploding as a first rounder. Gentry's been a huge disappointment. Blake Horrell's been a big disappointment. Like, Scadaboo was what, a 4th rounder, 3rd rounder? I can't remember, but he was the most impactful running back as a rookie this year, honestly.
Like, I'm not excited about Love. Like, that's the thing. Like, Jeremiah Love, I don't think he's a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
And you look at where we're going to be drafting. I don't think we're going to be drafting outside of the top 10.
No, at this rate, we're going to have a top 10 pick. Now, you said you think we might have a top 5 pick. I don't know if we'll be that low, but it'll definitely be top 10.
It will be definitely top 10. And I want Reese. Like, I want a defensive player.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm not going to sit there and say, give me a cornerback, because I don't think that the cornerbacks are top 10 either.
Yeah.
McCoy coming off a ACL injury. Delaney, I don't know about Delaney.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, you could take, again, Downs, safety. I would take him in the first round where we're leaving, or where we're drafting. I would take a linebacker for sure, because obviously a top defensive lineman is fucking huge in the NFL, obviously. Like, that goes without saying. So I would take both of those. But running back, you could take second or later and be just fine. Like, I do not want to invest a top 10 overall pick on a running back. Of all this team's needs, like, again, our offense outside of our quarterback has been an issue.
And on top of that, outside of how we play the game, you got to think about that too. Like, freaking, how many times do we run the ball?
Well, we talk about this every week. I feel like KOC would be more willing to run the ball if we had a running back that could run the ball. But unfortunately, we have Aaron Jones, who can't break away at all. When we do have Mason on the field, he's averaging he's not on the season, but there are games where he averages over 6 yards a carry when we use him. But then we just don't use him because then we mix in Aaron Jones and he gets stuffed and it scares him away, or we're playing from a massive deficit. You can't really run the ball when you're playing from 2 scores down. So there's a lot that goes into it. If we had a running back like a prime Dalvin Cook, who we haven't had that style of running back in 4 or 5 years, who could actually bust off a 70-yard touchdown, I feel like we would actually run more. Whether you want to say it's the O-line and how they haven't panned out or haven't stayed healthy, that's fine, whatever. But we just also don't have a great RB1. We rely too much on a 30-year-old Jones, and he's just not getting it done. But I don't see him being on this team next year anyway.
Same here.
I just disagree on Love being his replacement. I think we obviously traded for and paid Mason for a reason. He could be the RB1. He's shown that he could be the RB1. And then I don't give a shit if you're Xavier Scott and Ty Chandler, or if you want to draft a running back in the 3rd round. Oh, he's gone. Sorry about that.
What's up?
What's going on?
No, we don't need to draft a running back. We don't need to do none of that shit. We need to figure out the quarterback situation, because at the end of the day, they completely shit the bed with drafting JJ McCarthy. Like, period, point blank. There's no upside. And I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, well, this is technically still his first year." I don't give a shit.
We need to have patience.
You have 2 of the best wide receivers in the league, and they look dog shit this season.
Yeah.
We need to have patience.
We don't have the time to have patience.
There's not time and patience with a team like we have with the perennial fucking talent we have. There's not time and patience. At the end of the day, we have shit the bed the last fucking 6 to 8 years when it comes to the quarterback position. Let's go back to 2016 NFC Championship run. We had Case Keenum. Really should have signed Case Keenum and brought Case Keenum back as far as team morale and camaraderie. But
2016?
Excuse me?
You don't even know the season you're talking about, dude.
Oh, the 2016-2017 season is the season that we went to the NFC Championship game and fucking lost.
No, we didn't.
That was 2017-2018.
Okay, so
yeah,
2017.
Okay,
but still, at the end of the day, that's that same team from 2016.
What?
That same exact fucking team.
We just told you what season it was, and you fucking
that same exact fucking team.
He's just trying to make his point. Let him make his point.
That same exact team from 2016 was the same exact team in 2017, 2018 that lost to the fucking Eagles in the NFC Championship game. That is the same exact team. Hold up, shut the fuck up, Winkle. That is the same exact fucking team that the year after that, fucking Rick Spielman gives Kirk Cousins a fucking shitty ass fucking contract. Fully fucking guaranteed. Fucking blows my fucking mind. Fully fucking guaranteed contract for him to shit the fucking bed. A NFC Championship contender doesn't make the fucking playoffs the ensuing year. Let's go years after that. 1st round outs, 2nd round outs. Not doing shit with the fucking talent that we had on the fucking field.
Yeah, but to be fair, the defense in 2017 was number 1 in the NFL in almost every metric. The year after that, they were like 13.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, I mean, people that watch the game give a fuck because it's a team sport.
The defense was still sustainable enough to win games. We couldn't win games because we lacked at the quarterback position at getting the ball down the field and being efficient enough to score fucking points. So at the end of the day, the biggest question mark that we have had for the last 6 to 7 years has always been the quarterback position. We've never really had big question marks on defense because the defense has stepped up and did what they were supposed to do in times where we needed them. Now, the issue is quarterback play, pushing the ball down the field. Have we had a run game since we lost Dalvin Cook? No, that is the only viable thing that we said that I heard y'all say. I feel like y'all trying to put blankets on shit and it just ain't working out. Call that shit for what it is. Call that shit for what it is. In the front office, they have consistently messed it up for the last past 10 years. They consistently messed that shit up since the Dante Culpepper time frame.
But if we're going to have a serious conversation, well, let's go back to that 2017 NFC Championship season. Case Keenum had what? 22 touchdowns? He was carried by a good running game and the number one defense in the NFL. The next season, Kirk Cousins came in here. The defense massively underperformed compared to the prior. Let me finish. Let me finish. I let you go. Let me finish.
Look at his QBR.
I let you go. Let me finish. So we go up against the Rams, right? Kirk Cousins puts up what? 3 touchdowns. We lose that game. We go up against the Packers. Kirk Cousins puts up what? 3, 4 touchdowns. We tie that game. There were multiple games where Kirk carried this offense, put up 3 or more touchdowns with no turnovers, and our defense gave up over 30 points. If Kirk Cousins had the number one defense in the NFL that only surrendered an average of 15 and a half
points, the number
one
fucking defense in the NFL. What are you talking about? He got the same exact fucking defense Case Keenum.
It was not the same productivity. We have the same defense this year as we had last year outside of Hargrave and Allen. We haven't turned the ball over since fucking week 4.
Hold on. You cannot match productivity when Kirk Cousins was not as efficient as Case Keenum was behind that defense. So at the end of the day, you want to talk numbers and you want to talk facts. Let's talk that shit.
22 touchdowns?
Case Keenum in that NFC Championship run year, he was more efficient than Kirk Cousins was in Kirk Cousins' first year with the Minnesota Vikings. Yes.
It took a literal miracle for him to even beat the Saints. He threw horrible picks to lose that game.
Bro, go look at. You want to talk? You want to start talk the facts? Facts are statistics.
You're putting a team game on one player.
Bro,
go look at where the defense ranked in 2018 versus 2017.
Bro,
and tell me it was the same defense.
And go and look at the offensive productivity.
Okay.
From those years too, and the productivity.
I'm pretty sure Kirk had more than 22 touchdowns.
I don't give a fuck about more than 22 touchdowns when you can't convert on third down. His third down efficiency in his first fucking year with Minnesota was trash.
Keenum barely had to because the defense was always putting him in good positions because they were number one in the NFL.
Because and you look at the efficiency and him converting, he kept the defense off the field more than Kirk did. The defense had more rest.
Because he handed it off.
Kirk was still handing it off. Kirk had a 1,000-yard back damn near every year.
What is Keenum done since he left the Vikings?
Man, I talk stats and facts. Don't get on here with that bullshit throwing blankets and curtains on shit. Call that shit out.
I'm literally talking about statistics and you're talking about fields.
1 second.
I literally just said the defense was on the field more Kirk's first year than they were in that year with Case Keenum.
Do we have overall the same defense this year as we had last year?
That is the same exact fucking defense. No pieces changed on that fucking defense. It's comparable.
Outside of upgrading at defensive tackle with Hargrave and Allen, is this basically the same defense we had last year? Yes or no,
bro? If you want me to be
yes or no,
if you want me to be
we're using your logic
honest,
here.
This defense is worse than it was last year.
But it's the same personnel.
We can't stop.
We lost Cam Bynum. Who did we lose outside of Cam Bynum?
Bro, this defense is worse than it was last year statistically.
I'm saying, using your logic, it shouldn't be, right? Because it's basically the same defense.
But you lost Cam Bynum, who was what? Your leading.
You're saying Cam Bynum
one guy who
he led your defense in turnovers.
No, he didn't.
Cam Bynum had 5 to 6 interceptions last year.
Okay, so what did he do the last 6 games? Bro, in our game.
No DB.
Let's talk stats. Let's talk stats. What did he do the last 6 games?
Catch an interception in every fucking game.
He couldn't
no. Let's talk stats. Come on, man. You want to talk stats?
There's no DB in the history of the NFL that's ever caught an interception in every game, bro. So what are we talking about? Winkle,
but who cares about picks when you're getting burnt when you're not catching picks?
Yeah, well, one second.
Okay.
I still want to hear.
Getting his ass burnt up too.
I still want to hear how many interceptions.
Byron Murphy got his ass burnt up too.
Yeah, Murphy sucks. They never should have
Everybody on
paid him.
everybody on the fucking defense been getting burnt up. Fucking Isaiah Rodgers ain't fucking showed up since he fucking broke a fucking record. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about Andrew Van Ginkel. He hasn't played
Let's
well.
talk. We can talk about all of them.
Bernard can't ramp up and make a sack to save his life
I'm
this
only
year.
talking about Cam Bynum.
But you're
You're
making our
talking
point
about Cam
forward.
Bynum,
I
right?
love this shit, bro. I don't take it personal, bro. I'm just passionate about this shit because I hate the way that the team has been doing the talent that we have, bro. For one, never should have got fucking rid of Dalvin Cook. How the fuck do you get rid of a guy that has a fucking career fucking year? That is up fucking absurd to me.
He
Then
absolutely
on top of that, you get rid of fucking Sam Darnold. You fucking resurrect his fucking career. You get rid of him, and he goes and prosper. Then on top of that, the potential in Daniel Jones, I actually like that fucking signing. Then you trade him a fucking man. I go on and on. Our issue is in the front office, and
Okay.
Swayze showed me in his first year that he wasn't shit.
Dalvin Cook's final year here, he was the second least efficient running back in the NFL. He was like, 31st in expected yards per carry. He was super inefficient. He was getting wrapped up. He was getting tripped up. He touched his ankle. He's going down. He was giving up costly fumbles in the red zone all the time.
And still put up double-digit touchdowns and
then he went to another team and did absolutely nothing for the rest of his career. Running backs hit a wall after 3,000 carries.
They never gave the guy a chance.
Because he wasn't worth giving a chance because he fell off. It happens to running backs all the time. Saquon last year had 1,750 yards this point in the season. Now he's got 750. He's minus 1,000 yards at the same point as last year.
Minnesota.
As far as Sam Darnold, the Vikings offered him a deal and he turned it down because Seattle offered him 3 years. We were never going to offer him 3 years. And we should have.
We should have.
No.
Yes.
What about Daniel Jones?
To get blasted in the first round of the playoffs again?
Get blasted in the on the
account. What about Daniel Jones, our backup quarterback?
In the first round of the playoffs ain't on the account of Sam Darnold. It's on the account of the fucking defense and the way Brian Flores fucking calls it.
Okay, but what did he do last week versus us? When he played the Rams in Seattle, he threw 4 picks. He's not that guy when it matters.
Hey.
You talking about Kirk? You were bitching about Kirk. And you want to bring in Sam Darnold?
Kirk got benched for a fucking rookie.
Not when he was here when he first started. He was putting up top 10 stats every fucking year.
Kirk got more money and got benched for a rookie, bro. Stop.
Yeah, and he sucked at 36 coming off an Achilles. Shocking. But when he was here in his prime, he was putting up top 10 stats every year, and you hated him. But you think we should have paid Sam Darnold 3 years, $100 million?
But look, though, he couldn't win a primetime game, nor could he win a fucking playoff game to save his fucking life.
And Darnold could have beat Detroit or the Rams, who you're going to be playing in the playoffs.
Okay, so 1 second. What about Daniel Jones?
He's been sucking the last 3-4 weeks too. The Colts have lost like 4 of their last 5 games.
When they got injuries over there too.
He would be not
they got injuries now. Now all of a sudden, this quarterback that was about to be an MVP prospect
Winkle at the beginning of the season, you was ready to give JJ McCarthy the MVP talk. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not giving JJ McCarthy anything.
The biggest mistake the front office made was not bringing in Rodgers.
With all our players.
We are getting robbed at the quarterback position right now.
We need to be patient.
Well, I'm not disagreeing that we suck at quarterback.
Patient with who?
Yeah, Winkleman, we've had 2 years to be patient. We don't have 2 more years.
Hold on. Winkle, you want us to be patient with Christian Ponder 2.0?
Okay, so when was Christian Ponder injured in the first season? How many freaking games did he play in the first 2 seasons?
That's the issue. He's going to have 37 games in the NFL, and he's going to have started 10 of them. He can't stay on the field.
Exactly.
That's not good.
McCarthy has been injured how many times this year?
If you can't rely on him to stay on the field, what's the point? You need someone that can play the game.
The best ability is availability. Say it with me, Winkle.
Are we going to be 3 years in and he's going to have like maybe 20 full games started? Right? Well, in year 4, it's really going to click because maybe he'll finally play a full season.
It is time to cut your losses. We have a decent cap space next year. It's time to cut your loss.
Well, our cap space sucks. We're negative 38 as it sits right now.
Right now, but
so who are we going to go with, guys?
The NFL budget restructure
Yeah.
that they did, it hits next year, and everybody's gonna have a different cap number. Some people's cap number is going bigger, and some people's cap number is going smaller due to fines and other shit. I don't get into all of this shit, but I like everybody like there's a new cap coming. You know what I'm saying? So what you see now ain't gonna be what you see at the end of the season going into training camp and shit like that. So
someone making bacon?
No. I got hot water. I had hot water.
Gotcha.
But at the end of the day, the way that it is broken down and the way it is looking as far as the team being in shambles right now, the biggest question is, does JJ want out?
I don't think he wants out. I think he wants a better quarterback.
Exactly.
That is the question.
A better quarterback.
And how long is he willing to wait? That's why I say, Winkle, we ain't got the fucking time to wait. That's why you ain't in the front office and you'll never be in the front office.
But that's the thing is, like, we could have the same conversation with CeeDee Lamb. We could have the same conversation with Chase.
CeeDee Lamb's problem is not a quarterback problem. His problem is he can't fucking catch the fucking ball and hold on.
Well, it's about winning, though. Like, that JJ wants to win. So, like, even if we brought a quarterback that could give him the ball, if we're not winning, he's still going to be frustrated. He's still going to want out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that applies to almost every. Like, you look at AJ Brown, he's got a ring now, and he's still bitching. Like, some people you can't make happy, but Jefferson has been nothing but class the whole time. He hasn't thrown McCarthy under the bus.
AJ Brown's issue is he wants to be the number one guy, and let's be quite frank, he's not the number one guy in Philadelphia as it comes as far as options. It's either Devontae Smith or Dallas Goedert or one of the running backs out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Everybody is expecting AJ Brown to get the ball, so it's easy to blanket you. So if I'm Jalen Hurts, I'm not gonna throw the ball in that direction unless I know I for sure have a one-on-one matchup. So
you're gonna not a passing offense anyway.
Yeah, and then they got Saquon Barkley over there that demands 20 touches a game, 20 plus.
Right. So we're probably gonna go. I mean, obviously the popular names are now Kyler Murray, Mac Jones. But we cannot go into next season with McCarthy being like the de facto number one unchallenged. We need to go after somebody.
I'm gonna give y'all a little name that I've been screaming to all the rest of my Viking fans. Haynes King.
Who?
Haynes King.
Case Keenum.
Haynes King.
Why is this
Huh?
Why is that talent?
Which one?
Tyus King?
Haynes.
Who's that?
Quarterback, Georgia Tech.
Would you take him in the top 10?
Yes.
Do you think the Vikings would have the balls to do that?
Huh?
Do you think the Vikings would have the balls to do that?
I hope they would. But the likelihood,
probably not.
I mean, we passed on how many solid fucking quarterbacks in the last 5-6 years in the draft. Come on, let's be honest. We passed on Patrick Mahomes. We passed on Lamar Jackson.
We never fucking passed on Mahomes. He never had a chance with us. We were way.
Winkle, shut the fuck up. Patrick Mahomes, what round did he get drafted in?
The first.
He was like 9th overall, 2 picks after Trubisky.
And we traded out of the spot to where we could have drafted him.
Or we could have moved up to get him.
Yes.
No, we never did.
So, like I said, we squandered. Hey, Matt, I'm talking to you now. I don't want to talk to Winkle no more. We squandered a chance to get Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, guys like that.
Lamar Jackson, we definitely did.
The teams are different. Lamar Jackson's had a top 5 defense almost every year he's been in the NFL, and he's like 2-5 in the playoffs.
You know what I mean? But
at the same time, Lamar Jackson, that pick was we definitely squandered that.
Yeah, but again, what has he done? He's had like an elite defense around him every year he's been here. He's won a few MVPs, but he falls apart in the playoffs.
Because that's the year we took fucking Kirk Cousins. That's the year we actually signed Kirk Cousins.
I think he froze, but we're going to be out of here in 2 minutes anyway. But yeah, no, I mean, obviously, again, McCarthy can't be the surefire number 1 next year, whether you draft someone to push him or you sign a free agent to push him. We can't roll into next year with Brosmer and McCarthy being our QB1, QB2. It just can't happen. I don't think the Vikings would take one of the 10th overall pick, but it also depends on if Kwesi's going to be the one making the pick. If he gets fired right after the season's done and we bring in a new GM before the draft, maybe that one has the balls to take another quarterback. I don't know. We're not getting Malik Willis. Stop with the Malik Willis. He's played 4 seasons in the NFL. He has 4 career touchdowns. But we're in our last 2 minutes anyway. We didn't talk anything about last week or this week. What's your prediction?
Deuce.
Goose egg?
I said we're gonna lose.
Lose? Well, obviously we're gonna lose. What's your score prediction?
Washington, maybe 36, 35. Minnesota, 17.
Let's say Washington's going to win 26-3. But have a good week. Hopefully we have a better week next week.
Yeah, yo, it's game time. Ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports. Just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken. Stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 pound.